Hello? Hello. Hey guys, happy Thursday, good evening. You're very welcome to tonight's flight, a VATSIM flight, where we take the FS Reborn Phenom 300E for a flight out of Luxembourg, heading down to Florence. Yes, flight level 450, big up then, is what we're going to try and do. And yeah, we did our planning earlier on. All appears to be well in the realm. Weather is doing pretty much what it said it was going to do. Winds coming in from the southwest. We're going to expect a bit of a crosswind along the way. We've ATC coverage at the moment, which is great to see. So we're here. We're doing a thing with the yoke and flying the Phenom. Brilliant. Right. Any owl crack now since I left you last? No? I went out anyway and I got this kind of grass feeder, anti-moss, anti-weed gadget. I forget the name of it now, but it's basically a big box, you know, of seeds and stuff. So that's what I did. And I bought a new nozzle for the hose in the garden. Very productive, I have to say, right? So didn't go out near spiders, no. I'm going to make the garden more hospitable for them so they can get out of my house. You see, so that's the plan. That is the plan. But I hope you're all keeping terribly well, and we're going to get into it. A VATSIM flight. Let's see how this one goes. Be grand. Viper Strike, good evening. Mrs. TPHI has rolled in, ups and down once again. Good evening, Mrs. CP65 is here. Strap, hola. Malky Mac, welcome back. I was a poet and I didn't quite understand it was. Airlock Doc is in the house. The Boise is here. Where is this now? Me last night in Edinburgh. Just walked out. Oh, just worked out. I've walked 38 miles. What? 38 miles. APU Inspector, good evening. The weekend just around the corner, buddy. Andy11 is here. Hey up, buddy. Hope you're well. Creo, thank you for 130 streams, man. What an absolute ledge. The Dame Iranian, hello. Iranian Cornwall. It's 11 degrees here in Tipperary. 11 degrees. Summertime is here. Imagine that. June and it's 11 degrees. Jesus. Belbro is here. Very good evening. Where's this now? How's me eight-legged friends doing? Let's not mention those. Right. Do you know? Commander Balosh, you're very welcome in. Spitfire RF 100 is in the chat. Muse fan bursts in the door with his face. He says, who he is mad jokes. Happy Thursday, Muse. Muse, we'll have to get you on the LSIM of VATSIM thing. Yeah, that'd be brilliant. Hold on now. Hey, I'm just looking for a bit of clearance, like. Right? Shut up, but don't talk like that. Brilliant. P.S. Miranda, hello there. DeRuiter is in the house. Mugan is here. DK Funfly, welcome aboard. Where's this now? We've loads of check-ins happening. Rob Dag is here. Good evening. Sprockets, you're very welcome aboard. Let's see here now. Retriever Neil. He says, good evening, Murph and chat. Murph, I can get you a good deal on the new car I posted in the bar if you're interested. Giving them away free with cornflakes. I'd say so. Do you actually build them with cornflakes? Uniform Goose. Good day, Goose. You're very welcome aboard. Let's have a look over here now. Sumner is in the house. Lurking tonight. Hope you have a phenomenal flight. It's good to see you, Sumner. Cracker is here. Thank you very much for 150 streams in a row. The man is an absolute ledge. Now, let's see what the crack is over here. Look, Toto2495, a very good evening to you and to Mrs. Toto. I hope you're having a lovely day. And Idle Cutoff rambles in. He says, hiya Murph, Cambridge calling. Hello from Tipperary. You're looking well. What's the weather in Cambridge? Now, let's have a look. Bijani. Home Wrecker, good to see you. Tual in County Cork. Hope all is well. One Foxy Bingo Gav is here. Jamaumu, you're very welcome. Eamon, 1973, has rambled into the chat. Good to see you, Eamon. Grimmy McGinn is here. Who else came in the door here now? Rob Dog got 5 in a row. Good man yourself. Exclamation point spider. Will you shag off, will you? Did you pick up a new spider vacuum? No, I didn't touch it. The missus is home now, so it's grand. Mrs. Two-Tone can look after all of those things. You know, keep me out of harm's way. Photos by Kev is here. Evening, fellow Smurfettes. Good evening, Kev. Good to see you. Now, YOLO is in the house. Welcome aboard. Where is this now? Mr. TPHI, he says, hello, everyone. Yesterday, I stubbed my toe. I mean, straight away, this is going to be painful. It hurt so bad to the point I wanted to amputate it, and Mrs. TPHI was laughing her head off, so I showed her. It was damaged right to the bone. She said, ooh and ah, and then started laughing again. She's a keeper. Cause yourself grotesque bodily harm, and your significant other will just laugh. They're keepers. Yes, they're keepers. Someday I'll do it, says Muse. Brilliant. Evening all, says Sunjammer. 15 degrees here and I had to clean up some spiders from around the rubbish bins. I don't know. Welcome to married life, right? Very happy Thursday to Liptorius. Good to see you, buddy. Who else come in here now, look? Naughty Gnome is here, just dealing with a CTD. Joy. Ah, Jesus, Naughty. Colonel Fork is here. Good to see you, buddy. He says, Murph, I'm told that there are spiders that remember your face. So when they attack, it's personal. Also, there also appears, there's also spiders that remember your sleep patterns, so it knows when to escape its terranium and attack you. Colonel Fork, you and I go way back. I mean, we go way back, right? I mean, what is this? What is this? You're trying to terrify me? Because it's working. It's working. Jesus. Right. Enough of them talks of spiders. Cambridge, wet and warm, 15 degrees. Right. Charlie's in the house. Murph, I heard spiders rare the stream. They rate the stream 10 out of 10. Oh, do they? Yeah. Oh, yeah, they do, yeah. Mutley, good evening. Hope you're well. Bloody hell, Colonel Fork. Talk about, like, Janie. Kubi Montana is here. Very good evening to you. Hope you're well. Dave Cleary. Legend, Dave. Welcome back, Dave. Northland Air, happy Thursday. Hope all is well. Anna Crosses is here, good to see you. Roll Tide is in the house. JP Gaming, good to see you. And Flight Sim Max. Max, where have you been? The place hasn't been the same without you. Where's this now? So the YouTube check-in thingy, I've shagged it. It'll be unshagged come midnight. Right, and then it'll be grand from tomorrow. I'll show you, right? Spider Aegis does whatever a Spider Aegis can. If I have to be terrified, I'm taking you with me. Consider me there. Right. Commander Freezer, good evening. Mutley, you're very welcome aboard. Yeah, I'll show you what I got up to on the gadget here, look. Just saw on Springwatch Spider. No. Commander Freezer, you're very welcome in. Enough of the spider talk already. Jesus. Right. Swamp, that's a shocking photo to come up behind my head of me with a sheep. Right, now, you wonder, we do some very strange, silly things here. I'll show you the gadget here, look. Where's my stuff? One of those? Yes. And is it one of these or one of those? I think it's one of those. No, it's one of these. Aha! So our check-in map. So I fixed it to an extent. Right, I fixed it to an extent. So what we have here, you can see our route, what we're doing, where we're going, and it includes a couple of waypoints now. Isn't that terribly fancy? And if you click on a pilot, it's still not doing the shagging thing. It was working earlier. So it'll show you where people are, sort of. But then it kind of freaks out. You have to refresh the map, right? But it doesn't seem to be working on YouTube. It will work tomorrow. It'll work tomorrow, right? Exclamation point, check in, and then your location, and that's where it'll horse you in. Look, APU inspector. Oh, Jesus. Oh, indeed, isn't it right? Isn't it right? So yeah, I've broken the map again. I literally spent 10 minutes fixing it, and now it's broken again. Stupid thing. Right. I'll figure this one out, lads, so you don't have to. Right. I wonder, is it just doing that on the website? But look, there's loads of people checking in. 28 pilots in 28 cities in 10 countries. Isn't that fantastic? Fantastic. Check in and location. Yes. Colonel Forks is checking in. He's omnipresent. Check in Bristol. Look, it's all happening now. Look, Jesus, this is brilliant. Absolutely incredible. Crafty Tigers, thank you very much indeed. Colonel Fork is checked in Kazoo, Uganda. Oh no! Oh, Jesus! Look, he didn't mean that at all. Brilliant. What's it like in Uganda this time of the year? Do you know what happened? You have to put them in all uppercase. All uppercase, right? Try it again, Colonel Fork. Try it again, right? That's so funny. There was a button pressed there. Who pressed that button? Crafty Tigers, thank you very much indeed. 18 months, buddy. What a legend. Check in, Kazoo. Couldn't find that location. Oh my goodness. I need to update it because I cannot find Kalamazoo. You see, if you didn't say that about the spiders, it would have worked. But because you've upset it, it's saying, no, this guy isn't friendly. He's dangerous. He's out to get us. Check in RD. I mean, if it knows where RD is. Yeah, right? Check in Kalamazoo. Now, look, be gob then, I got you. Well, sorta. Did it? Checked into Kalamazoo in the United States. It's up around here, neck of the woods, isn't it? Yeah. We're up that neck of the woods somewhere. Right, brilliant. Check in late. Look, it's brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant. Anyway, I'm so very proud of this. Oh, look, we got West Coasters. We got some West Coasters as well, which is great. Anyway, I'm very proud of that. We'll go mess with that in a while. But here we are with Phenom. And we are currently on the GPU. I've set up my flight plan. So we need to talk into our ATC to figure out what's going on. So the AGIS is 121.855. Let's dial this puppy in. No, that's not the ATIS at all. That's delivery. Murphy, you'll go far. ATIS is 134.755. 134.755.
Showers of rain confirm information, Victor.
Information,
on
Victor.
First contact.
Information, Victor.
Luxembourg arrival and departure information, Victor. 1850 expect vectoring for ILS approach runway 24 clear and dry. Transition level 65 when ready contact Luxembourg delivery on 121.855 for departure clear
121.855
50 at 230 degrees visibility 6 kilometers weather vicinity showers clouds few at cumulonimbus at 2,000 feet broken at 4,000 feet temperature 2.10 QNH 1007 trend temporary weather moderate showers of rain confirm information Victor on first contact.
Right now, let's see what this says.
Luxembourg arrival and departure information Victor. 1850 expect vectoring for ILS approach runway 24 clear and dry transition level 65 when ready contact Luxembourg delivery on 121.855 for departure clearance wind 180
Okay, so that's a departure clearance. Eamon says, Murph, any idea what month the Manchester meet up? Eamon, I'm not sure I'm going to do Manchester. I think it's going to be Bristol. Right? I think it's going to be Bristol. But yeah, we'll see what the crack is. It's I think the 10th and 11th of October, I think, right? Now, Bristol isn't too far. It's on the same shagging island. Don't be complaining. Just come down to Bristol for the crack. There's a Concorde down there. Not, you know, right? Now, are we going to get delays coming out of here? We don't want that. Captain Ray, good to see you. So it's clearance delivery, is it? Clearance delivery, very good evening. Firefly 235. We're a Phenom jet over on Golf 41 Alpha. Information Victor. Looking to pick up our IFR to Florence.
Firefly 301. That's under delivery. Good evening, sir. Information Victor is now current. You are clear to your destination by the Golf Tango Quebec to Quebec departure, runway 24, finish climb 4,000 feet and squawk 1,000. Expect your departure time at 1945.
Now, was that for me or was that for 301? Just confirm that was Firefly 235.
Firefly 235. Yes, I cannot see you on my departure list, so I guess that you haven't filed your flight plan just yet.
I'll come straight back to you. Ah, balls! Right.
Thank you.
Oops! Hang on now, we have to sit here for half an hour. Well, 25 minutes. 25 minutes, that's not very good, is it? Why didn't that file? That's very interesting. Back in there now, you
Look at this big Aegis.
And I wouldn't mind, but on the VATSIM radar comes up as filed. That's very strange, isn't it? 25 minutes, lads. Ah, Jesus. Can I bring Timothy? Bring Timothy. Yeah, bring Timothy.
Dude, have you been drinking? I have, Ted. I've been drinking like a mad idiot.
Why are we getting like an expected slot release out of Luxembourg? Anyone else in the same kettle of fish? I live here and you won't turn up. Wait, what? That should be there now. It says filed. That's going to push me late, lads. I really can't wait 25 minutes. Let's see here now. Anyone else check the departure time? Is there an event on here or something? Hang on, we check a button with a thing, look. Sign in to VATSIM. let's see. Bristol's too far away from me because you're not done that in closer.
Firefly 235, are you ready to copy your IFR clearance?
I don't know. I don't like the idea that I have to wait for like 20 minutes. Firefly 235, roger.
Firefly 235, I will take that as a affirm. So Firefly 235, thank you, sir. Information Victor is now current. You are cleared to your destination via the Golf Tango Quebec to Quebec departure. Runway 24, initial climb at 4,000 feet, squawk 1,000, and expect your departure time at 2002.
2002. I have to wait 40 minutes. Firefly 235. Thanks for that, sir. We're going to disconnect as we're tight on time tonight, but do appreciate your help, and we'll catch you on the next one.
No worries, sir. Have a lovely evening. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Not his fault, but I ain't waiting
delivery,
an hour.
Firefly 3.
Right, plan B. Say intentions. We can always jump back onto VATSIM later if we need to, but I ain't waiting like friggin' 44 minutes. Not a hope, lads. Old veterans here. Good to see you, buddy. Right, let's have a look. We can do this way. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. Let's see here now. So settings and aircraft call sign. Firefly 235 looks correct. Go ahead and bring this guy in. That's just unfortunate, but I can't wait an hour, you know. So that's just the way that is. So we will go on to 121.855. And we'll double check the ATIS over here.
Few at 2000 cumulonimbus. Broken at 4000. Temperature 10. Dew point 10. QNH 1007. Transition level 70. Advise on initial contact. You have information Yankee.
Information Yankee. Luxembourg clearance delivery. Very good evening. Firefly 235. We're on stand 41 Alpha. Information Yankee. Request IFR clearance to Florence. Let's see. Should have scheduled to come and see me. Wait, what? Not cut out for this. No, I've stuff to do tonight, Larry. Time zones and differences. I've places to be this evening. So
Firefly 235 cleared to Florence via the Groston Quinn to Quebec departure runway 24. Initial climb flight level 060. Departure on 118.905. Squawk 5341.
5341 118.905. Cleared to Florence via the Golf Tango Quebec to Quebec departure. Runway 24. Initial climb flight level 060. Departure 118.905. Squawk 5341. Firefly 235. Mark, good to see you, buddy.
Firefly 235. Read back correct. Tower will be on 118.105.
Roger, we'll talk to Tower on 118.105 for Firefly 235. All righty then. We'll request engine start. 118.105. 118.105. Okay, and we need to put in some information regarding our squawk. Squawk number was 5341. Enter. Standby. Stick on. Altitude reporting, I suppose. And we'll talk to Tower, and we're going to ask them for an engine start. Tower, very good evening. Firefly 235, stand Golf 41, request engine start. Close the door. Riot.
Firefly 235, push and start approved. Face southeast.
Start approved, face southeast, Firefly 235. Right, that'll do. Right, quick check on me stuff. We have disconnected all our external components. All our pumps are on. And now we're going to go for an engine start. So let me see. We're going to have a look at the aircraft systems. Come over one page. Aircraft systems. And we're going to have a look at, let me see, status. And that'll give us a read on the fuel and all the jazz, which is perfect. Keep our eye on the fuel. And we're going to come down here, check our FADEC. We're going to go auto. We're going to go run. And then we're going to press and hold for 2 seconds for an engine start. 2 seconds. And we monitor. Ignition is on, the bus came off. And we monitor our ITT. Looking good. N1 is stabled, 482. 482, that's a good start. Lovely hurdling, 482. We're going to come over here and disconnect our GPU. And we'll go for an engine 1 start now. Select run, press and hold, 2 seconds, 1, 2. Right engine takes the extra bit of oomph. Shed bus is off, we have ignition, ITT rising, and N1 is spooling. 98 Vulcan, good to see you. Welcome in, buddy. Yeah, no, it's an unfortunate one with VATSIM, but it's just, I can't wait an hour, lads, like, Jesus. So we'll get the ball rolling with this. Okay, that is a good start on both engines. Probes coming on. Flaps will be set for 2. Reset our pitch. About 10 will do us. Initial climb was up to 060. That'll do us there. Watch our speed here as well. It's a G3000, I think. Okay, we're looking good there. Flaps looking good there. Across the engine. Lights here, all looking good. Window heat we'll put on after takeoff. We're looking good over here. And we're looking good over there. Right, so we'll talk to the tower and look for taxiing. Tower, Firefly 235, request taxi. Riot. Let us see.
Firefly 235, runway 24 taxi via Lima 9er, Bravo 1, Alpha, Alpha 2.
Taxi 2, runway 24 via Lima 9er, Bravo 1, Alpha, and Alpha 2 for Firefly 235. 2 dogs, good to see you. Flight Noob, good to see you. Right, let us have a look. Do. So we're going to ramble in from Lima 9, which is straight ahead. Hang a left on Bravo and then all the way down. Right, that'll do. We shall go taxi lights. And I think we're good to go. Double check everything here looks good. Everything there looks good. Engines are running. That's all fine. That's all fine. Right. Off the brakes. Small bit of power forward. And let's see how we get on. This race will carry on from the Boise. Typical the Boise. Typical the Boise. Be gone, we've passengers. Easy now. Okay, down the road to go. Alright. Hermit something, very good afternoon. Man, look at that sky, isn't it beautiful? I wonder what is the hold up with VATSIM, lads? Because, like, I mean, looking at the VATSIM map, it's not that hectic, is it? Or is it everyone's flying down to Florence? Was that the issue? I'll have a look at the map. Like 6 departures out of Luxembourg. I don't get it. There's nothing scheduled for Florence at the moment. For airport capacity. But there's no arrivals even on in Florence, look. Like there's nothing scheduled to come in. And even if there's stands, general aviation shouldn't be caught in stands. We don't need stands. We can park over here, like. You know what I mean? That, unfortunately, sounds like a load of me arse. Like, if you're flying airliners, fine. But, like, if you're general aviation, like a jet, this is grand. I don't get it. I wonder, is there like an event flying in there in the next while? But like, wouldn't VATSIM radar be showing you that though, no? Alright, this is Alpha. The boy see, I'm innocent, what did you do? Oh, Jesus. That's disgraceful. Oh, very funny. That shows what's coming in a short time. VATSIM radar isn't going to show you what's coming in over an hour away. Is there I wonder, is there like a live tracker for whatchamacallit? For arrivals? No? That's creative. I'd say it's creative. Whoa, we just got a raid. Chewy, welcome in, man. Happy Thursday. Welcome in, raiders. We were just about to do a VATSIM flight and then we were told to wait an hour and I was like, aww. So we've jumped over to say intentions and it's going to do the ATC for us. And we're here in the Phenom. So we're flying out of Luxembourg, heading down to Florence. And I'm trying to figure out why there's a delay. Myself. Because looking at the VATSIM radar app, there's certainly no arrivals pinned. But as the lads are saying, yeah, look, they mightn't show it for an hour or so. But my argument is even, like, okay, you got to sequence aircraft, but, like, where GA? There's as many stands for GA as there is for the airliners. So I don't know, would they not let GA out? Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. Britain is here, good to see you. The spider was as big as his hands. Terrible, terrible stuff. I found the world's biggest spider earlier on. Now, this thing, lads, was absolutely massive. Massive. Huge spider. Or spider, as I like to call them. And, yeah, it was shocking. Absolutely shocking. We shall see how we go. Hope you had a great stream, though. Easy now. Hope you had a great stream, Chewy. And a race up as well. Only stopping by quickly. You have to drive home diverting around road closures. No way, dude. Thank you very, very much indeed. And next week, buddy. Thank you very, very much indeed. Hello? 38 months. Most kind. Charlie, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Right, where's me gadget? Alpha 2 is here. Strobes and lights. We'll be going there now. And we're just going to wait for ATC to give us the takeoff clearance. Jeez, look at the ramp coming up here. And Firefly 235 holding short runway 24 at Alpha 2, ready for departure. Do. Look at the hill! Is it now?
Firefly 235, runway 24, winds 180 at 5, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 24, Firefly 235. Alright, Shane, let's go through a quick departure briefing. Do we have Ozflight Zimmer beside us?
Hello there. Alright, Murph, here's our departure briefing. We'll be departing from runway 24, flying the Groston Quinn 2 Quebec departure with an initial climb clearance to 6,000. Transition altitude is 5,000. After takeoff, we'll follow the SID profile and climb flight level 240. Weather at departure is clear, with winds at 180 at 5 knots. In case of an engine failure below 400, we'll continue straight ahead and follow ATC instructions. Above 400, we'll follow the engine out SID procedure, climbing to 3,000 before turning back. For any abnormalities or emergencies before V1, we'll reject the takeoff and apply maximum braking. After V1, we'll continue the takeoff, handle the emergency, and communicate with ATC. We've been cleared as filed, squawk code is 5341, and departure frequency will be 118.905. We're configured for takeoff with flaps 5. V1 is 104 knots, VR is 104 knots, V2 is 116 knots, flaps 1, toga. We'll climb out at V2 plus 10 knots. I think we're ready to go, Captain.
Sweet, engine stable, toga.
On runway 24.
You need to repeat it back.
1, 2. 2,800 feet.
Right, up to 6,000. 80 knots. 90. V1. Rotate. Jesus, rotate. Up the hill. Pause, ready to climb. Gear coming up. Beautiful climb. Flaps coming in. Climbing at about 2,500 feet a minute.
Firefly 235, contact Luxembourg. Departure on 118.905.
Over to Luxembourg on 118.905, Firefly 235. 118.905. Departure, very good evening, Firefly 235, passing 4,000 for 6,000. Up to speed.
Firefly 235, Luxembourg departure identified. Climb flight level 150.
Climb flight level 150, Firefly 235. Alright, looking good. Keep our climb going. Once we break through transition level, we'll go standard barrow. It said 6,000. Speed is looking okay. 260. Watch the speed. Alright, we'll go standard. We'll go standard. And we continue to climb. Right. How are we looking?
Firefly 235, climb flight level 230.
Climb flight level 230, Firefly 235. Alright, up to 230. Now, let me see. We can go flight level change. FMS or manual. Flight level change, 212 knots. Let's keep it at about 240 knots, right? So flight level change at 240 knots, meaning when we get to 240 knots, she'll start pitching up to maintain it. So it's almost like IAS mode, isn't it? Yes, it is. Man, look at this. 4,000 feet. This is savage. She's climbing like an absolute trooper. Right. What flyby camera was that in chase plane? It's just a standard one. Just a standard one. Forgot to say, Murph, I was wearing my Alt F4 TTM shirt earlier. Someone came up to me and said, I like your shirt. You put them onto Gibbo's website. Nice! Excellent news. Right, 10,000. Lights off. Everything else is grand. Oh. Now we filed for flight level 450, so we'll keep an eye on what we're doing here. Weather radar, that doesn't seem to be doing much, does it? Let me see, we're on that screen. We'll go to weather radar. It's on. Then again, there's nothing really above us, it's all below us, isn't it? Okie dokie. We'll come back a screen here. So this is currently looking at our ECS. Does synthetic vision automatically... No, I was thinking that.
Firefly 235, climb flight level 310.
Climb flight level 310, Firefly 235. Easy now. Easy now. Right, 310. Eagle Castle, good to see you. Normal clouds aren't going to display on radar unless there's rain. Yeah. Filthy, good to see you. Cy Murray's here. Good to see you, buddy. Leonardo da Vinci, such a great plane. I've been watching in real life videos about it. Yeah, dude, it's so good. I think it's LC or JC driver. Brilliant. Brilliant. Right, we're timing nicely. Speed is good. We're still at we're shy of just 4,000 feet a minute, lads. Rocket ship. Beautiful. Terrifying, but beautiful. Right, how else are we looking? I don't necessarily need to see this stuff now. What would be handy for me? Performance, map, traffic.
Firefly 235, contact Reams Control on 121.075.
Contacting Reams Control on 121.075, Firefly 235. 121.075. Reams Control, a very good evening. Firefly 235, passing flight level 190 for 310. Jeff Faviano's in the house. Good to see you, man. You're very welcome aboard. Welcome in, Raiders. You're going to be first for once. Reams Control identified. Good evening. Brilliant. I wonder about the French on strike. Jeff, thank you very, very much indeed, buddy, for the raid. Lads, welcome in. Hope you had an awesome stream. And we're here in the FSR 300E.
Allow myself to introduce
the Phenom. Myself. We were doing a flight with VATSIM, but unfortunately they have a delay. There's an event on somewhere, so they gave us like off the blocks for 1 hour. I'm terribly pressed for time. I didn't have an hour, so we transferred.
35, climb flight level 390.
Climbing flight level 390, Firefly 235. So we transferred over to say intentions, and it's doing all the heavy lifting for us. We have full ATC coverage, and we also have a co-pilot, which is brilliant. But yeah, thank you very much indeed. Looking forward to next week, buddy. Welcome in, JD Spurs. Good to see you. Welcome aboard. AA Triple V or AV, welcome in. And what a treat. It's so very kind for the raid. Appreciate it, lads. And oh, come here, Jeff. I built a yoke. It's terribly sexy. Look. So hang on, I'll refresh it because it has a moment. If you type in exclamation, I'm terribly proud of this. If you type in exclamation point check in, one word, space, and your location, it'll appear you on a map. Ew. In only brilliant look. I'm a Scotsman, good evening. Murph's going to be first. Yeah, it had to happen sometime, didn't it? Brilliant. Check in Fort Worth. No, Fort Worth even. There you go. Not dead, isn't it? So we can have a look. Cy Murray checked in Dublin. Frankie checked in Norfolk in the US. Old Veteran in Fort Worth, Texas. Isn't it very fancy, isn't it? It works with YouTube as well, but I've broken it, so it'll be fixed tomorrow. English, Murph, yeah, you can do it. Check in Porto in Brazil. Ah, brilliant! Not deadly, isn't it? You too, not Bono on the Edge, you too can check out the workings of it. It's over there, look. King of the Rodeo, good to see you. I have a question. I used to play flights in 2004. You were never very good at it. Where do you learn to play this, or is it just trial and error? It's a great question. I mean, you're not going to learn it overnight. You know, I mean, anyone who's into their flight simming, it's relatively a long road. There's certain things you can pick up quite easily, especially if you kind of stick to the one aircraft type. There's tremendous courses out there in relation to, you know, the Navigraph Academy. There's incredible utilities out there, like say Intentions. I mean, I can program to have a, you know,
Firefly 235, climb flight level 450.
Climb flight level 450, Firefly 235. I can load in a mentor, and I can be asking the mentor questions about, hey, what do I do here? How do I do this? Right, so there's great utilities and tools out now that help. Plus communities, man. Communities. Looking forward to it 1 week? Yes. I couldn't get this check-in page to work, says Gregor. What's it doing, Gregor? Just give it a refresh. Do you know? Black Sheep Gene. Yeah, it's not working on YouTube until tomorrow, Gene. Because I broke it. So it's exclamation point check-in. Yeah. Look at that, man. 57 pilots in 57 cities, 17 countries. You know, yeah, you do from here. You do from here. And it'll also show our flight plan. That's a new addition, so you can zoom in and see what it is we're doing. And well, now that's not working, but it was working earlier. Why is that broken? Yeah, right, listen, I break things all the time, so don't worry about it. And as I said, the YouTube stuff will work tomorrow. It's just I broke it for today, you know. Right, we're still climbing at 2,400 feet per minute. We've just passed flight level 300. Sideways. We're going sideways. Murph, look above. Look above. Huh? Who? Look where? Oh, above, on the page. In the chat. You mean below? Murph, look below. That would be Happy Harbour in free translation. Yeah, so my chat is, the newest is on the top, so I have to go looking below. What am I looking for? There's someone putting more pictures on our Discord of me. Lads, today, I almost got... Cheers, Muse! I almost got killed by the world's largest spider. That's hilarious. Look, it started with this. Like any husband, right? Where's this crack now? Like any husband, I was at home earlier, went live, or just about to go live, right? And I saw the world's biggest spider in my room, and I took a picture of it, and I sent it to me missus, right? And then she wrote back, what exactly do you want me to do about this when I'm in work? I was like, right. And then it all started from there. And you lot sending me pictures of spiders. Commander Baloch decided to do this with AI, which is kind of... well, to be... I mean, don't I have lovely knees, look, right? And then it got worse, because then there was all sorts of terrible things with spiders, and just, no. No, absolutely not. What is that maniac doing? No. Well, I don't mind if they're that big. To be honest, I don't mind them if they're that big. Or the really small ones I don't mind. It's the lads in the middle, right? Then Retriever Neil is trying to sell me a car, which, I mean, state of it. Some poor devil dropped the nose gear on a... Where did that happen, lads? Jesus. Oh, in Frankfurt. Yikes. Then we're doing a community creator tournament at Expo. Mustafa, Blue Games, and Nick Flight X will all be losing to Murphy when he... Listen, it's not about the winning, it's about the taking part, right? Some Red Bull racing, I'm going to be so bad. Aviator, good to see you. Pretty cool. And then more spiders came in between Archophobia. It's a new movie coming out soon, right? And then Murphy Two-Tone, spiders on planes, terror at 30,000 feet. I mean, would you come on a way out of it? You lot crack me up. A great bunch of lads is what you are. Jesus, look at this. We're still climbing. Now, power. Give her a little bit of juicy in there now. Come on. Yeah, come on. And we're going all the way up to flight level 450. Brilliant. Thought to make your hands look bigger. Thanks, Neil. Yeah, very kind of you. It isn't that big. I'm in the UK and it's not big here. Go to Australia. We're not going to Australia for... No, lads. It's just not going to happen. Jesus. You should drop back on the network. Loads of ATC. Did you even depart yet, Dougal? Did you even get airborne yet? Oh, they did. Look, some got away, look. I'd still be waiting. Caution. Cab Delta. Oh, balls. Auto. Cabin altitude. Pressurization. ECS turned off. This is going to be hilarious. Juliet. Aircraft systems. ECS. Auto. That'll fix that problem. Did I see any friendly spiders in New Zealand? No, I actually didn't see any. You've knocked out your passengers again, haven't you? I think I have, yeah. They're just having a lovely wee sleep back there. Well, they look fairly alright. They're very quiet, in fact. I noticed that. Yeah. Yeah, look, I still would have been waiting in Luxembourg to get out. So, fair play, the lads are now leaving. But, like, there's still folks waiting. You know? But there's a fair chunk of coverage, to be fair. But it's only as far as we get to kind of Switzerland. Although, we do have it coming in into Florence now. There's still no arrivals coming in. Why is that? They're flying with you, Murph. They can't get a word in edgewise. Wait, what? You didn't see them, but I bet they saw you. Yeah. Like, there's 7 arrivals. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 of them are from us. So why was there a delay? Can someone tell me? Makes no sense. Makes no sense. But anyway. Where are we now? We are approaching waypoint DEVDI. DEVDI is our next waypoint in 50 miles. Jesus, look at the view. The French are on strike again. What? Yeah, even the French VATSIM. We will strike because the real world is on strike. That's very pretty. Very, very pretty. But yeah, I don't know. It's look at the other nights. Yeah, I'd have hung on. To be fair, look at the dust on that. Other nights I would have hung on, but it's just I can't tonight. Unfortunately, I can't tonight. It's like it's 10 to 9 my time. Yeah, it's 10 to 9, which means I wouldn't have got clearance for another 10 minutes. That would have been 10 past 9. I wouldn't have been landing till close to 11. You know, just a little bit too far out, unfortunately. We'll have the week after next. I still don't get it though why GA was held back, you know. No, Banana, it's really good, buddy. It's phenomenal. This is a great airplane. It is absolutely class. We're just about to reach top climb. Flight level 450. This is giving us a ground speed of 365. We're dealing with all sorts of wind. 47 degrees. Like, we're going sideways, look. Look at that. Gorgeous. Where is this? I can only join back on Unicom, I think. But sure, we'll see. But yeah, it was weird. There was no mad... do you get the yaw damper mist-trim often? You get it constantly. So, Disco, if you're getting yaw dampener mist-trim, you need to adjust your rudder trim. That's what's wrong. So you need to come down to your rudder trim and give it a little bit of a manoeuvre. The yaw. And that'll fix it. So, see the yaw? If you're getting the yaw damper, or the... yaw dampener, that's what it is. Mist trim. Just change your yaw trim. It keeps happening 4 or 5 times per flight. Check your weight and balance. If the balance is off in the aircraft, you'll get it. Have I tried the optimizer yet? I have. It is good. It is very good. Yeah. What event was on, though? Are we aware of an event? Like, there must be an event. Welcome to flight level 450, lads. This is very pretty. Now, we should be in con climb for all of this. We'll go into con climb. Easy. There we go. Mike Coffee, good to see you. Yeah, I wasn't aware of an event. Like, there is a lot of aircraft on VATSIM. Like, it is class. So there's Dougal. He's out ahead. That's Larry, I'd say. There's Larry. That looks like Naughty. Naughty's just airborne. What's the name again of the program to pop out the instruments? Glass Out. Glass Out is the name of it. It's very good. Bloody hell, Glass Out is deadly. Like, where's the event on, lads? Does anyone know? Like, there's still only 7 arrivals. You love Glass Out? Oh, dude, Glass Out is friggin' awesome. It's really, really good. It just works. Do you know, there's no issues with it at all. It just works. It's great. Right, how are we looking here now? Speed is very good. We're doing 408 over the ground, right? We're booting it, which is great. Wind is giving us a bit of a crosswind. We're just about to go to DEVDI. Let's check the range on this. So our top of drop, not for a while. We're at 4.5 for quite a while. So around ROBAS, so we can see it there. That's where our top of drop is going to be. Alright. Aircraft is okay. We're 17 degrees in the cabin, 17 degrees in the cockpit. Our warning has gone away, so we should be okay. Everything else with the aircraft seems to be quite good. Weather radar, it's not going to pick up anything. We're above it. Man, look at that cloud layer. Isn't that gorgeous? That's spectacular. What else do we have? Engine systems are all okay. We can go to our status page. Hydraulic pressure, that's all fine. If we were to look at our ice sensors, they're all okay. Fuel is good. Electrical's good. Aircraft is good. Now, what other things? We have utilities in here. Let's have a look. GPS status, initialization, setup, avionics, and navigraph. That's all okay. I would love to see more options in these eventually. Do you know what I mean? But for the moment, we're good. Flyboy Dyer, welcome in. There's so many apps and websites out there, it's very hard to decide on money well spent. But the good thing is, Homewrecker, you can get the absolute vast majority of stuff for free. And then once you kind of figure out what you like to use, that'll help kind of help you decide, I suppose, where you're going next. Like, there is a lot of premium features. For me, I think essential add-ons for anyone, essential would be a decent payware aircraft, your whatever favorite aircraft, but like you want decent complex stability in it, and also whatchamacallit, features, right? And not necessarily kicking the ass if you get something wrong, so you want the option. Scenery, it depends if if they're going to be your favorite airports and whatnot. There's 2 events in Brussels and Germany, that's all. There's nothing major. Bandwidth too low, loading times may be extended, and world streaming degraded. That's hilarious, Microsoft Flight Sim. How is that even a possibility? What's me speed? Speed test! Or is that just the sim can't pull the data quick enough from the servers? My current download speed is... oh, it is slower. That's interesting. 4,200 megabits per second. 4,300. Yeah, that's interesting. Very interesting. So there's 2 events in... so are they looking after that traffic up there though, no?
Firefly 235, contact Langen radar, 119.2.
Over to Langen radar on 119.2, Firefly 235. 119.2. 119.2. Langen radar, Firefly 235, flight level 450. You get that all the time, says Goose. Okay. Europe being Europe. Like, don't get me wrong, I love VATSIM, but like, tonight is a 100% use case scenario where it's like, I don't have time for this messing, you know? Might be Microsoft, you literally got the same warning. Ah, Flipper Ally is here, good to see you. 119.2. Nothing back from Langen Radar. Langen Radar, Firefly 235, flight level 450.
Firefly 235, Langen Radar identified. Good evening.
Good evening. Right, we're going okay. We're having some internet issues on the west side, Seattle. Ooh, interesting. Fiprallo, I hope you're well. How are the lads getting on with VATSIM? Not bad at all. So Dougal's gone in the... hang on, Jesus, Dougal's a good bit down. Dougal's in the 319. So he's now on Unicom, if I'm not mistaken. And he'll stay on Unicom until... He'll probably give him a shout on the way in. Alright. The rest of the lads have ATC coverage. Sky Command, I saw you, 100%.
Firefly 235, contact Alps Radar Zurich Center on 119.225.
Over to Alps Radar Zurich Center, 119.225. Firefly 235. 119.225. 119.225. Zurich Center, Firefly 235, flight level 450. Setting up your throttle into Sovereign, only the right engine is animated to 100%. Check the control lock, maybe. Yeah, Sky, I'm not sure about Saturday. What time?
Alps Radar Zurich Center identified. Hello?
Hello? I don't know what time Saturday, but I'd be around. I'd be around. Do you know what I mean? I saw some of the activities you're planning. Hilarious. But where's the KY Jelly wrestling match? I didn't see on the memo. Where, have any idea when Indybuild's London City is due to be released? They haven't told me yet, Eamon, but I would say very soon, considering how freaking good it is. If I were to guess, I would say imminent, but it could be next week. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But I'd say it'd be very, very soon. It's awesome. We've flown out there this morning as well. Like, it's class. I really like it. It's a nice challenge, like. You know what I mean? But, yeah, we're doing well. Ground speed here, 462 knots. Man, the Phenom is an absolute champ, isn't it? Like, the only restriction the Phenom has, ultimately, is its range. It isn't a long-range jet, but it's a fast jet.
Firefly 235, contact Swiss radar on 133.05.
Contact Swiss radar 133.05. Firefly 235. 133.05. Let's dial it in. 133.05. Swiss radar, good evening. Firefly 235. Flight level 450.
Firefly 235, Swiss radar identified. Good evening.
Good evening. Yeah, CPU usage now. I need to figure out why my CPU usage, it's not great on this PC all of a sudden. We need to check to see what the devil is doing. Let me see now. Does the new London City have moving trains at the station? I didn't see moving trains. They've buses and stuff, but I didn't see any trains, no. They have like a cable car thing going across. Which looks very good. Yeah, my PC is under savage pressure. Even me cameras are jittery. What's going on here, lads? I wonder, is it Discord? Discord can play absolute havoc. Right, we'll see. We'll give it a moment. Cameras are really slow. Yeah, what the devil? I am running a lot, I suppose. That could be the problem. Yeah, it wasn't Discord. Like, I'm pretty sure this kind of stuff here isn't great. Spider's Revenge. We'll keep that map open because I like that. It's hardly all Edge doing it, is it? I wonder, is it this map? Could be that map. Close that. An AMD Ryzen 7 9800X3D just should not be under any sort of pressure whatsoever. At all. So I don't know. I wonder, can we manually push the Devil to like maximum? Like, I'm at 100% load every now and again. Doesn't make sense, does it? Do you guys get the same in your PCs? Like, would your CPU like just jump to like 100%? Like Edge, the sim is using quite a bit, but like, I don't know. Kills my skills. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome in. We'll keep this guy in flight plan. Because our trap and drop will be coming up relatively soon. But all the stuff that you have running, there's no telling what it is. I've no idea. Like on this PC, there's not much running, you know? Sorry for all the questions. Do you know if Jeppesen is going to make his Niagara Falls scenery for 24 compatible? I'm not sure, Steve. I'm not sure. You'd have to ask him. Jep has been so very, very busy, though. Do you know? He does a lot of work with... Hello there. He does a lot of work with Parallel 42, you know? Jake in a boat. Good to see you, Jake. Welcome in. Yeah, something kind of pushes the load. Like, it's usually sitting at around 65. And then it jumps up. Your CPU is at 26. Yeah, so there's something not right in mine. Like, why is mine suddenly at, like, 65, 87, 66, 92? And, like, I can't see what's running. This, maybe? Unlikely. Open track. Streamer bot, which is nothing. An LRM. 2 screens. No, like the screens would be no, very same, Homewrecker. Very same. I don't know. Maybe there's an update needed. Oh god. Well, I'm not doing a BIOS update, but doesn't that need like a BIOS update? I used to run process oh, do you know what it could be? It could be the power management. Hang on a second now. Power profile. Isn't that the devil, isn't it? Edit the power plan. Change advanced. So it says balance. I wonder, is that the ticket? AMD power slider. Best performance. Processor power. 5 on 100. Shouldn't they both be up a lot higher? Minimum processor 80%. Let's see what this does. Probably won't do that now. Processor, PCI, link, no. USB sleep, disabled. Maximum is going to be 100%. Okay. It might do it in real time. Let's see if that works. It's sitting on 65% and hasn't budged. Placebo, perhaps? Maybe that's what it was. Interesting. You have mine at 40 and 100. I'm running at around 36 to 40%, not seeing any spikes. Time for the bunk. Oh, Creo, you're up at 5 o'clock? Jesus. Epic Fool, Murph, you have the weirdest done stores I've ever been into. You were late when you got, so you couldn't bug me. Ah, no way, you're over in Thurles, Epic, are you? Jeez, the done stores in Thurles is bigger. I thought MD's preferred balanced. Well, X3D. Yeah, they usually do. They usually do. I had Process Lasso on, Process Lasso, and that was grand, right? But the problem with Process Lasso, I was getting these audio popping, and we couldn't have that. You know what I mean? Yours on high performance, but you're on Intel. Yeah, Intel likes high performance. AMD does a great job with that X3D unbalanced. So whatever it was, it appears to have sorted itself out, I think. I hope. Right? I think and I hope. We'll wait and see then. Do. Where's this now? See the vertical stream. We do have vertical stream running. Terribly fancy stuff going on, I can tell you. Okay, we're looking good. So far, so good. And we should be planning for our descent. ODINA we're at. SOSON. Oh, we're okay for a while. We're over the Alps, but of course it's night time and, well, it's dark and it's cloudy. It's very pretty though, isn't it? Yeah, it could be the updates. Could be the updates. It's running better now, so whatever I did with the power slider thingy, it's gone away. Because, like, there's other things in the background that could be running that you're just not aware of, like cloud syncing, all this sort of crack that goes on. Do you know what I mean? This is going to be a beautiful, beautiful arrival. You've ambulance run to Galway. Watch out. Do. It's not working. Twitch is being Twitch. Murph, what kind of ops do you want? Caravans running about or biz jets? Oh, I'd say a mix, Malky, because I want to do some whatchamacallit? I want to do some search and rescue and heli-ops as well. You know what I mean? If we can. If we can. I think that would be very, very cool indeed. Do you know? Right, turn down our screens because it's getting dark here, isn't it? Now, isn't there lights? Yeah, there is. Fancy lights. And then our cabin lights for our peoples. It's pretty cool. It's a little bit dark, but it's pretty cool. But yeah, I think some caravan ops are always going to be good. Like, put it this way, right? We have... you're looking at leasing a Sovereign. Ooh. Nice. Yeah, Sovereign could be nice. I need to check out that Sovereign. We'll see how we're going. It's quite dark. We're over the Alps. We're about to cross into Italy very soon. And we have, way off in the distance, oh, look at the lighting. Look at that. That's deadly. I gotta say, man, the lighting inside in the sim, isn't it very, very good? Velo has to get the beers on arrival. I mean, I'd say I get the beers.
Firefly 235, contact Milan Center on 121.14.
Over to Milan on 121.14. Firefly 235. Milan Center, Firefly 235, flight level 450. Ooh.
Firefly 235, Milan Center, identified. Good evening.
Good evening. You need to do a check ride even just to fly the caravan, which is currently up in New Hampshire. Yeah, no, I need to jump into it. Like, I haven't flown the caravan in a while. There's just not enough time for all this flying work to do. Do you know what I mean? Dreams of Wings, good to see you. Loving the Phenom, a lot to learn. You know, there's a lot to learn, dude. There's a good learning curve in this, especially if you want to do it right. But it's quite good. Murph, I downloaded Reshade, what a difference. Oh, yeah. Yeah, like, you can go nuts at Reshade, like, that's basic sim, that's Reshade on, you know? This is pretty. It's pure nighttime, but it's pretty. Reshade, I find, is quite good. It just makes all the difference. Rex Atmos is grand as well, but you're constantly tweaking that. Reshade, you said it, forget it. It just does its thing, you know? Now, this weather radar, we've no tilt option. Sure we haven't? I don't think so.
Firefly 235, contact Milan radar on 132.705.
Over to Milan radar on 132.705. Firefly 235. 132.705. 132.705. Milan radar, Firefly 235, flight level 450.
Firefly 235, Milan radar identified. Buonasera.
Brilliant. I wonder now. I did my third flight tonight, managed to nuke the aircon, and then had the odd damper mist trim come up blinking at me. So the odd dampener mist trim, when it pops up here, it's not actually your elevator trim, it is your yaw trim or rudder trim, right? So it's not a fault, you just need to adjust your yaw trim until that turns off. That's how you do the thing with the yoke. That'll solve it. Okay, so Serrano 450, and then ROBAS is going to be lower. So top and drop is just in between both of these. All right. Yeah, that's so strange. I'm back to like 100% on the CPU again. What the actual is going on? I thought everything was grand, but now, you know. There's always some tinkering, isn't there? Like, there's lots of stuff running, right? I wonder actually, is it that sea cleaner again? Is that even loaded? I wonder is sea cleaner causing this? Remember you lads were telling me sea cleaner's a pain. Hey, Kanzui's here, good to see you. Welcome in, buddy. Because is sea cleaner trying to scan stuff? End that. And end that. Right? We'll kill that. Claude I'm not using, so we'll kill him. This barrier windows mover crap, I'm not using him. The couple of times I've had the popping or skipping of sound, disabling both Bluetooth and USB power management. Ooh. Windows Update, sometimes you set this. And is that with an AMD as well? Do you know? Phoenix Bootstrapper? We're not using that. Mobi Flight we're using. I wonder what it could be. Well, I've no idea what it can be. I'd love to know what it is. I've just no idea. Interesting. I don't think it was any of those that I closed because it's still going up to like 90%.
Vertical track.
Vertical track.
Firefly 235, descend via GAPMI 1 Alpha to 3000 into Florence, QNH 1010.
That was nice of them. Roger, descend via the GAPMI 1 Alpha down to 3,000 feet into Florence, QNH 1010, Firefly 235. Right. So, where's GAPMI? It's not for a while. At GAPMI we need to be between 170 and 130. So we've got 150. So vertical track is coming in, top of drop is coming in. And let's see if the aircraft now wants to do this. VNAV profile should hold us here. There she goes. Watch her speed. She's descending fairly lively, isn't it? Watch her speed. That's better. Right. Richie Ricardo, good to see you. It's been a while. Have they managed to turn 24 into an actual flight sim yet? Or is it still an Xbox PS4 game? It's on the PS5, Richie. They said they were going to make it a fully fledged professional simulator, but then they said, Richie Ricardo, I mean, we would much prefer listening to him. Let's keep it as a game. Look like CC Cleaner started again, says the Boise. Really? Did it? Oh, did look. Stupid thing. But it's not, it's not using any CPU usage. That's what I can't get my head around. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It is what it is, yeah. Chalks, good to see you. Alright, so we're doing alright. Speed is doing alright. We do have speed restrictions here as well, so we just need to watch that on our conversion heading down the road. But look at the lighting, look. Jesus. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Lights are okay. It's at 100% again. It's gotta be the sim. Gotta be the sim. It's loading in photogrammetry or something. Like, it has to be that, doesn't it? I just don't know. Ah, Jesus. Right, we're on standard Barrow. We should be there in 40 minutes? 40 minutes. We'll give or take. Murph, ask Raoul if he plans on doing radar tilt on the Phenom. I'll ask him. He's other stuff he wants to do as well. Luckily with say intentions and X-plane integration, you'll be able to see all of us. 100%. 100%. Great answer. It'll be I need to jump into X-plane soon to do to test that. Do you know what I mean? Hey Derek, good to see you, buddy. Welcome aboard. All is well. We got a delay, unfortunately, with VATSIM, so I had to jump off because I just have stuff I need to do tonight. And, like, I honestly don't want tonight to be, like, a 4 a.m. finish. The beauty of time zones, right? So, yeah, it's just, I couldn't wait the hour. Like, we literally our expected off the blocks would have been 20 minutes ago. Only starting the flight 20 minutes ago. So, like, we're well into this right now. We're a full hour already into this flight. Do you know what I mean? But it is nice. There's plenty of look at all the GA aircraft here. Look, that's cool. But I still don't get why there were delays. You know? Like, I get it. Look, you've 16 aircraft on one side. Like, Frankfurt is busy. But, like, considering we're departing to the south, I don't know, man. I don't know. Watch your speed. We're dropping down now. Flight level 350. VNAV should be looking after us, which it is. And we're overflying Milan here, what it looks like. Very pretty. It's very bright, Murph. There we go. Make it all nice and dark with nighttime. That gives us the illusion we're flying at nighttime. Unless, of course, that's the wrong button. Unless, of course, I just do one of these. That makes it a bit more, doesn't it? The nighttime effect. And do you know what's gas? Like, all the other bits and bobs that run on the stream, they're all ran on the other PC. This PC literally runs the sim and hardware, you know. Took the Duke out today for the first time in ages, still as good as ever. Man, I love the Duke. Duke is so good. The Black Square aircraft, all of them are just class. Love them. Absolutely love them. Jesus, look at the lighting down here, lads. That is superb looking. Look at that. Isn't that something? With the reflection of the screens. You know. What's the max altitude and speed for this bird? Phenom 300E? I think we went up to our maximum cruise. So, maximum speed is 464 knots at flight level 330. She'll cruise at about 453 knots. Service ceiling is 45,000 feet. And it has a range of 2,010 nautical miles. Do you know? I mean, look at that view, for crying out loud. Isn't it gorgeous? Also, my lighting in here isn't great, but I don't think I can do much more. How do you turn on that devil? That's the cabin lighting. Cockpit lighting is all this. I don't think I've other switches here for lights, do I? I don't think so. There's no other lights that I'm aware of in here. They're all above. Yeah, that's all of them, but I don't think I can adjust the brightness of these guys. There's a light under the... There should be, but... Ah, Jesus, how long am I flying this plane and I didn't realise Raoul put a click spot in there? For crying out loud. Brilliant. Yeah, I was. Clearly wasn't paying attention when they said, Murph, you can click on the LED under the shagging. Oh, that's very embarrassing though, isn't it? That could have saved me a complete headache. Raoul, would you not add an old gadget, you know, to make them lights work? And then, like, I'm meeting Raoul next Wednesday. He'd have given me a kick in the balls. What are you talking about? Jesus. Next thing you'll find the reverser. I didn't know that. Listen, how are you supposed to know unless someone tells you there's a hidden click spot?
Firefly 235.
Present.
The ILS Yankee runway 5 approach into Florence. Advise you have information hotel.
Oh, balls. Information hotel. Roger, we will expect the ILS Yankee runway 5 approach, and we'll call you back. We just need to go and pick up the ATIS. Firefly 235. Oh! Can I do that through here? I can, Murph. I absolutely can. Waypoint information, airport.
I'll get a refund.
The weather. Oh, info. Frequency. ATIS 129er 35. On a COM 2 there, please, Jemima. 129er 35. 129er 35.
ND departing runway 05. Wind 250 at 6. Cav OK. Temperature 23.
Keen Lafford, good to see you. There's no refunds.
QNH1010.
Murphy is just your average age, as we understand. Don't worry, Murph. We expected such behaviour.
Expect reduced service capacity. Advise on it.
Wait. And Firefly 235, we have information. Hotel.
Firefly 235, roger that.
Right. This is brilliant. Flight level 240, watch the speed. Bring our lights back on, because they look, you know. Ooh, look at this. The state of this game. I mean, if you're going to troll, you might as well troll right, you know what I mean? I think my landing data is already in, but we can double check that. Come back hither. Utilities. Initialization. Down the hill. Takeoff data. Landing field elevation. Yeah, that's all in. It's all in. So we're looking now for our procedure. That's all fine. And we need to put in our landing speeds. Where's that living? It's under the pair for the landing page data. Transition level. Balls. What was the transition level she said?
HT0. Tower backup operate.
80. Right, that's fine. That's fine. Aircraft. Utilities. Initialization. Weight and balance. Takeoff data. Speed bugs. So takeoff data, weather, runway, takeoff, that's all fine. Speed bugs for landing. V speeds are in. Yeah, no, we're good, lads, we're good. We are good. Perf page, not utilities. Oh. Okay, now we're good. %, we're good. Excellent choice. Thanks, Malky. I wish I had as much time to sim flying as Murph. I wish I had more of it. Not mad to say, but like, I don't have enough time. It's mad, isn't it? This is terribly pretty. Now, when exactly do we get to where I need to get to? Weather radar is okay over there. I suppose we have charts up. We're on the GAPMI 1 Alpha. So we should start appearing up here soon. Nice. Malky is me man crush in here. Malky's a genius. Do you have a camera view to see the overhead panel in all planes? I do, Kelly. If they have an overhead panel, yes. I'll always have a view set up for it. Good sounds, man. Malky is an need you too. Don't worry about that.
235, contact Milan radar on 124.2.
Over to Milan radar 124.2. Firefly 235. Milan radar Firefly 235 descending through flight level 180 via the arrival for the GAPMI 1 Alpha. Murphy misread the question.
Firefly 235 Milan radar identified. Good evening.
Good evening. This is terribly important. Biggest problem is I don't know what I don't know. Yep. I'm retired, but I still have other tasks to do. Oh wait, do you have to save a camera view to see the overhead panel? Kelly Price, I'm really sorry I misread that. An Energizer, thanks. No, you don't need to save a view. You can literally just drag the view up. Right? But for me, I save a view to an overhead. That was a rookie mistake right there. That was terribly embarrassing. You see, lads? That's what happens. It's the spider. Yes. Twas the spider. This is pretty. Jesus, look at the view out there, look. Ah, Jesus. Some planes have default views for it. Yeah, some don't. Some planes don't bother with an overhead panel. Depends on what you're flying. This is very pretty. Well, I turn on the lights. Oh, look. Oh, they're brilliant. Jesus. Now, this is only bringing me down to 15,000. We should be going further, so horse it down there now, Betsy. We'll go down to 3,000 and pray that the VNAV gods will protect us, right? When in doubt, blame someone else. Exactly. I wonder if it's still in the canister watching the flight of the set. Shh, it's grand. Big Al is here, good to see you. You're blinded. Sorry, Al. Ah! Don't do a Kenko. What did Kenko do? I missed that. I saw there was all chatter about Kenko. He did something mad. What did Kenko do? Did he completely mess it up and explode? Watch the speed. He crashed on arrival. Oh, did he? Oh, brilliant. Sure, isn't it what makes us human? You know? Straight into the block of flats. Oh, dear. Did he? Oh, dear. The E-Jet did an E-Jet thing? The E-Jet, I mean, I want to like them. They look very pretty, but they're just not there, are they? They're just not there. He was flying it normally and then it veered right. I'll need to check that clip. Is that the clip I saw where Grizzle completely lost it? Probably is. Out of control. It's good to see you, buddy. Poor El Kenko. I need to go back and watch it. Right. We have appeared on our chart with our map thing. I wonder, can the resolution of those charts be increased? Because, like, they're shocking, aren't they? I mean, it gives you a rough idea, but, like, you know. It was Grizzle's reaction that made it. We'll have to check it out. Easy now, easy now. All right, Shane, let's talk through our arrival procedure. Arrival, Murphy, a muppet. from our co-pilot's perspective.
Alright Murph, here's our arrival briefing. We'll be arriving in Florence on. We'll be flying the GAPMI 1 Alpha arrival. Transition level is 80 feet. After the star, we'll intercept the ILS to runway 5. Weather at arrival shows winds 250 at 6 knots. Cav OK, temperature 23, dew decimal 14. In the event of a missed approach, we'll follow the published missed approach procedure. For any abnormalities, we'll communicate with ATC and execute a go-around or missed approach as needed. Squawk code remains 5341. And approach frequency will be Milan radar on 124.2. We'll configure for landing with flaps full. Final approach speed will be 106 knots. Once on the ground, we'll be taxiing to gate. Apron 200, stand 205. I think we're ready for the arrival, Captain.
That sounds like a plan. Thank you. Colonel Fork says, Murph's in Italy. I'm prepping for Normandy. Ooh, we're doing...
You're welcome, Murph. Let's keep it smooth on the way down.
Hooly-doolies. You have to read it out or it goes in the book. Read it back. Shot out. Flight a day, Murph. Dublin to Lublin, Poland. Oh, good a day. Lublin, yeah. Murph, when did you start speaking Australian? Oh, yeah. Speaking Australian? We'll have to get Shane to talk in an Irish accent. Could you imagine? Everyone does the stupid Irish accent. Top of the morning to you, hope you're well. We don't talk like, well, I kind of do, but in general we don't, do you know? That's right. You're right again. Do you know, we don't always talk like that. I've been around, just not chatty. Adam, the place hasn't been the same without you. Good man, PJ. PJ will be there. Good man, PJ. Right, we're at 9,000. Be gob then. Where's me plane on me chart? Oh look, it's doing it again on Navigraph. I can't see me plane on the chart. This is all wrong. Why is it doing this, look? So GAPMI to Utuvi. It's after missing the friggin' approach. That's completely wrong. Flight plan options. Go back. Procedure. Activate the approach. Put your gear back up, man. Oh no! I pressed the gear momentarily. We're alright. We're going slow enough. Oh, jeez. We're coming in 05. Standard barrow. Standard barrow. There we go. Remember to flare accordingly. You betcha. I'm after missing something like terribly important here because it's not following. It's not following the chart. So I've once again made a complete and utter balls of this. Arrival and approach, but this hasn't loaded it, look. We've effectively skipped all this running around business. I don't know how I've managed that. Your navigating does that too. More on Volanta, never worked out why. Like, our procedure is there.
Studies, 60% of the time, it works every time.
Shannon was selected for world flight during the prime time, like 8 PM. Should be a fun one. Oh, nice! You might unretire for it. Come on, Adam! Like, why didn't our approach... Well, the approach is fine, but, like, the arrival... Load.
Flight director.
Oh, Jesus. Now she's doing it. That's so very strange. I need to check as to why that didn't work. I didn't see that before, no? That's what ATC would have made you do anyway, more or less. Probably. Very strange. Right, it's an ILS approach.
Hello there.
Let's see here now. ILS Yankee. Chris Van Halen, good to see you. Alright, 110.3. Nav. .3.
Firefly 2359 miles from Nabitio, turn left heading 095, cleared for the ILS runway 5 approach.
Jesus. Turn left heading 095, clear for the ILS runway 5 approach, Firefly 235. 095 on the heading. There we go. Into speed back. We're holding at 4,000 feet. We need to get down to 3,000 feet. V speed. V nav, good luck to you. V speed. And let's head down the road. Right, upshift. Good to see you, buddy. All right. Speed is within. Sort it. Do I have bit of speed brakes? Easy. Get the speed down so we're not making ourselves famous. Alright. Speed is good. Flaps. Yaw dampener.
Autopilot.
We can probably arm approach mode, couldn't we? There's nav, there's approach. Why can't I select approach? We can't even arm approach. Interesting.
Autopilot.
And Firefly 235 established on the localizer. Did I not enable it in the FMC? I'm unsure.
Firefly 235, roger, established on localizer, contact tower on 118.3.
Over to tower 118.3, Firefly 235. Tower Firefly 235 established on the localizer, runway 05.
Firefly 235, Florence Tower, roger, continue approach runway 05.
Continue approach 05, Firefly 235. Alright, watch the speed. We had approach. And then we lost approach. And she's back on approach. Easy now. We're just taking the scenic route in, lads, that's all. There's a runway. Watch the speed. Flaps 3. Now this should grab the glide slope as well. I can see it coming down. We'll get there eventually. Easy now. Waiting for glide slope capture. Don't pitch up too much. Paper coming. Glide slope.
235, runway 05, winds 250 at 6, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 05, Firefly 235. Right, we're fully established on the glide and we are on an ILS approach. Passengers pay extra for the scenic routes. I like to think so. Not a word out of ye! Now, right. Watch the speed. Okay. We is looking good. Sorta. Kinda. Nearly. Are we there yet? What do you mean, are we there yet? We're just, it's up the road, look! Sunjammer, yes you can. Got your go around briefed. We briefed it, and if all goes wrong, it's, I know what to do. It'll be climb to 4,000, right turn at 900 and hold down the road. Night landings are just way better. They look cool, don't they? They look real cool. Like, look at that view there, lads. That's stunning, isn't it? It's an interrogative statement, used to test knowledge, but that's not important right now. What's that crawling on your shoulder? My will to live, Colonel Fork. Alright.
Autopilot.
Disengage the autopilot. Can't let the plane have all the fun. Easy now. That's not what he said. That's what? Who? Watch out for frying pans. Ooh, a little bit of wind.
Oh, Jesus.
This is terribly pretty.
Approaching runway 5.
Speed's good. Easy. Flaps are good. A319s land here, you'd be fine.
500.
There's a tailwind and a crosswind. I mean, this is what you want, isn't it? Easy.
400.
Ramble in. I got me clearance, Clarence.
300.
Easy now.
Glide slope.
We're a little low, I agree, but we'll correct all that.
200.
Easy.
100.
Easy now.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy snooze.
217, yikes! Who's the timing? Adam controls! Jesus! There's diesel, manual brakes, flaps in. And welcome to Florence. Go up to Papa and around the corner. He was stressed there, not a peep out of him. He's under pressure.
Firefly 235, welcome to Florence. Exit at Papa if able. Taxi to apron 200, stand 205 via Papa Kilo, Hotel Bravo, Foxtrot Golf. Stay with me.
Roger, we're going to vacate on Papa. We can re-enter at Kilo. And then we'll have to backtrack on the runway for general aviation parking. Firefly 235. Do-do-do-do-do. We go this way. Murphy uses all the runway, you can be sure of it. There's always one, isn't there? There's always one, Scott. There's always one. Alright, flaps are in. Bleed run is off, but that's normal. Keep our landing lights on for the minute. Put some lights on in here. They told you to go around in real life, right? Some people just want to watch the world burn. Yeah. Right, so we have to... This is actually really interesting. This is where the crack is going to be. Because there is technically... that's not a taxiway, that's a road. So we'd re-enter the runway at Kilo and then back taxi down. That's interesting. So we'll keep the L speed up here as we ramble back in. Dee-doo-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Alright, keep the speed up. And we're going all the way until we jump off at, we want golf, so we're going to go golf. Parking in the ditch, the abandonmentness. I have my heated moments, then I realise it's just not worth stressing over. Yeah, 100%. It's a futile argument. It is what it is. Like, you can't change it. And just because one person says, hey, it should be it's like, define realistic. Like, I find that whole argument, it's not a sim, it's a game. Or, you know, it's a sim, it's not a game. That argument is just, you need a kick in the hole because it makes no sense. Both platforms, all platforms, TCS included, they all have their strengths, they all have their weaknesses. They just do. I mean, would you say Truck Simulator isn't a simulator? Is that a game? Lawnmower Simulator? Is that a game? Like, it's a futile conversation, like, you know what I mean? Right now, should I have gone that way? Balls! Say nothing, you saw nothing. We were just taking the... Oh, yeah, a trailer. It was a trailer.
Firefly 235, cross runway 05, then continue taxi via Papa Kilo, Hotel Bravo, Foxtrot Golf.
Roger, we're going to taxi on to Golf for Firefly 235. Goat Simulator. Yeah. I don't know, like, it's... Look, we've had this conversation before. I mean, it's what you make out of it. You know what I mean? But the fact of the matter is this. I mean, people who have anything negative, I suppose, towards Microsoft Flight Simulator, as in the franchise or the platform, without it, you wouldn't have the add-ons, you wouldn't have the hardware that's available now, you wouldn't have the VR that's available right now. It's just a fact of the matter. It's like, you know, race sim fans, you know, or sim racing fans. They look at something like a Forza Horizon and they're like, yeah, it's an arcade, oh, it's this, that. The reality is, you need that in the genre because it attracts people. You know, if you've more people in there, the better things just get, you know? Right, that'll do us. Parking brakes on. Lights are good. Taxi light coming off. Tablet. Ground ops. We shall request the chocks. GPU can be swinging in. We're going to bring down engine numero uno. There's engine 1. ECF vents to off. Air conditioning unit to off. Stab trim, leave it alone. Probes off. We'll get a warning for that. That's quite okay. Go ahead and connect that GPU. Connected. Engine 2 coming off. And we're looking good. And the sounds of this thing. Aren't they only deadly? Absolutely deadly. Okay, we're looking good here. We can now open the cabin door. Let our passengers out. Unload your divil. Brilliant. It was a nice flight, and again, unfortunate the delay with VATSIM. I know the lads are flying in VATSIM. They're flying inbound now. Rambog's in. Larry's in. Naughty Gnome is coming in. It's funny, whatever clearances they got, maybe they got a little bit faster. I'm not quite sure. I'm not actually quite sure, but we'll talk to lads now when they land, right? You have to wait for the troops, Murph. No, I'll wait. You know, if it's not your thing, just leave it. No moaning about it. Get your crack somewhere else. Agreed. There's enough feckin' negativity and stuff in the world. Like, you're not ignoring the fact. You're not, like, you've nothing against people who are dealing with it, but, like, what's the point, like? Do you know? You missed some control in Italy by a little. I thought there were people connected. Oh, really? Yeah. I don't know, lads. At the end of the day, like, it's that conversation, no, a game or a sim, does it really matter? Like, why even engage with that? What it is absolutely feckin' deadly. End of story. Do we have issues with it? Of course we do. Does it drive you nuts and age you? Of course it does. But it's still brilliant. Like, it's just brilliant. Do you know what I mean? And X-Plane is brilliant. X-Plane is a beautiful sim as well. You know? But yeah. Time spent arguing about is time spent using it. Yeah, 100%. Jesus, that was a lovely flight, wasn't it? At the default scenery. We'll check the lads, because I know some of them are still flying. Let's have a look there on this. Do. Naughty is inbound, and Larry is inbound. It's a Simu gamer. Merman. Right. As a group, we're all pretty positive about our hobby. Others can just shag off and go somewhere else. No, like, I mean, look, it's you know, I get people that are frustrated and they want certain things out of the platform. Yeah, but, like, you know, your man is doing that all the time. Like, there's no need for it. Like, he's in the wrong pub now having that conversation with us, you know? Because we're at the stage now where just like, would you fished? Now, if you can get the GOAT from Goat Sim into Microsoft Flight Sim, that would be the ultimate sim. Telling you. Right, the lads are going to be busy here, but we'll jump in because we'll have a few to talk to. Evening.
To be the man, hello.
How's it going?
Oh, it's your man. You abandoned us.
I did. Come here, right? So, what time were you given for estimated off the blocks time?
1904 or 1935 or something.
But we went anyway.
As in, you just went a little bit early. Did you call him back looking for clearance? Was it?
No. Explanation here. That wasn't an off-block time you got, by the way. That was takeoff time. So off-block time would be about 1:45, and not at 9 o'clock. But yeah, I think my off-block time was 1940.
I think you'd probably be landing about 5 minutes from now, Murph, if you'd gone.
Well, he said to me it was going to be 20:02, which would have been
takeoff time. So remove like 15 minutes from that, and that's your off block time.
So 15 minutes. So that would have been 8:45.
Yeah, that would be 5 minutes after I went, and I just landed.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I went at 10:02, and I'm just coming into land now.
You went at 10:29.
Yep.
Larry, send Murph that link you sent me, mate.
I will do when I'm not on shore fine.
Go on, Larry, multitask. You've a grand.
Oh, we'll get him yet.
And do we know as to why there were delays? Did anyone get to the bottom of that?
Arrival capacity into here.
Because you've got to backtrack, Murph.
So that was effectively him giving us spacing to plan us to get into here. Is that right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a new system. It's been in operation for a few months, mostly in Europe, but essentially it automates slot times depending on ATC capacity and airport capacities.
That's interesting. So looking at this, they can have no more than, well, even this looks busy. So they can't have any more than 3 on the ground, because you'll all have to stack.
Yeah, they can. In that loop? No, probably not. Yeah. But if they've done the spacing right, they don't need more than 3 in there.
Yeah. So is this kind of just unique really to somewhere like Florence, where it's kind of one-way landings, no?
Sorry, we had some Unicom traffic here, but yeah, so for Florence, they will have an estimated arrival rate of aircraft they can manage, and the system takes that into account, so it will put departure spacing to hold the planes at the gate instead of holding them in the air.
Okay. Well, that's terribly interesting. I've never come across it before, because
I've had something very similar at a couple of another European airports, and what I can't remember where it was, but the second time I went back, all I did was remember to file my flight plan and call for clearance much earlier than I would normally.
Well, it goes without saying, lads, every time I fly on a Thursday night, I learn something new. Like, that's very new to me, because I've never come across this before.
Don't we all?
And I was genuinely thinking release time was going to be 20:02, so I'm mishearing release or expected takeoff time.
I was a bit confused as well, because up in Scandinavia, we will only give you the target startup at time, and we will not give you your actual calculated takeoff time. So I guess it differs down here, but usually we would only give the blocks time.
Yeah, like usually you get TSOT or you get target time off block or target time of, what was the other one? Your TSOT.
Target startup approval time. It's essentially the same as off block time.
Yeah. Yeah, so I've never got like a takeoff clearance time. That is interesting. Because like you'd say to yourself, okay, they're doing that all the way back in Luxembourg. Is that based on them? Are they doing that then that because there's no ATC in Italy? Like, I don't know why they're doing it in Luxembourg. Surely that's up to the Italians to say, right, yous are all coming in. The Italian lads are going to sequence it. Do you know what I mean?
No, so the way it works, it's an automated system. We as controller actually don't have to do anything. So all of the FIRs in Europe add their airport capacities and sector capacities. So, for example, Arlanda can handle 40 arrivals and 40 departures per hour. So if the system calculates that it will go above that, it will start automatically giving out takeoff times to every aircraft flying into Arlanda. And if there's a controller on, they will see what their target startup time is for that flight.
So this is very sorry, John. This is very much a VATSIM thing.
Yes, in a sense, it's emulating the real-world Eurocontrol slot system. This is kind of how it works IRL as well, with, well, obviously a lot of different things as well, but essentially it's trying to emulate the Eurocontrol slot system.
Don't they do a similar thing in Madrid, but for departures rather than for the arrivals? You got to go and visit a website. They'll give you a link to a website to book your pushback time.
It's kind of a similar system. I mean, they are moving over to the system though. I mean, they are the developers behind this system. It's the Spain VACC that has built this thing. But essentially, that's what you do when you set your target off block time. You essentially book your slot, and then you can be delayed, and that's why we report ready, even though it could be 20 minutes left until our TSAT, because then the system can recalculate and maybe get you a better slot if available, and it will lock it in, so it won't change.
It's very interesting, and it's to some point I'm wondering, is it necessary? And purely from my thinking, like if you're flying out of somewhere like Luxembourg and you're heading into a different FIR, and they're doing this automatic scheduling, couldn't that have the same adverse effect on a negative side as it could on the positive side because of the spacing? No?
Spacing wise, it essentially solves the problem. But look at like a Monday evening. You have vectors to Copenhagen. It's a non-slotted event, but they get an insane amount of arrivals. Same with Frankfurt Fridays. So this system would essentially be able to hold people at the gates on the departure airports instead of having the German controllers having to hold them in the air once they arrive into their sector. So it's a way of kind of balancing out the traffic throughout all of Europe instead of having all of the people end up in the same place holding.
You should have seen Captain Canada's face one night when he was streaming, again, a European airport. He asked for pushback, and they gave him about 35 minutes to wait and a website link. And he was not a happy bunny, I can tell you. You know what?
Of course. Well, like if you're streaming it, yeah, that's one thing. But like, you know, we talk about kind of the realism here. Like this sounds too much like this is a VATSIM control. Like if it's emulating what the real world does, it's up to that FIR to control that. Now, in the real world, yes, they probably have issues, especially in the real world when it comes to French ATC. So they probably have these systems in place to assist with traffic flow. But like, my point is,
this happens every day IRL as well. Like, you can listen to live ATC and hear controllers contacting planes that, oh, you lost your slot. I'll try to get you a new one, and they will have to wait.
Did you hear me panicking at the start, Murph, when I was trying to get my pushback? Because I was 10 seconds after my slot, and I was watching the timer count down on screen, but somebody else was talking and dragging it out on ATC. And I was thinking, shut up.
Yeah, like I get slot times. I mean, you get them in Dublin too. But that's to do with their own local ATC. You're slotting in their system, and that's their own local.
No. That's Eurocontrol slots. That's to enter the European airspace. It's all of it. It's arrival, it's en route, and it's departure.
I think
that is your slot.
Turkey has something similar as well, don't they? Or at least Istanbul does, anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
the Eurocontrol system is all handled in Maastricht. Like, this entire system is run from their IRL. And then all of the different FIRs in Europe connect to that, and all the flight plans, everything go through there.
I need to read up because I wasn't aware of it. Because my understanding was, like, once you're in the constraints of your own FIR, your own airspace, right? Well, it's up to them to sequence you into that, and then they can't just throw traffic into someone else's, so they have to be talking with Eurocontrol. But an airport like Luxembourg holding traffic to time arrivals into Florence, that's mad in my head. I get why they do it, but it's mad because it's like the slot times that you have, they can be negated in 1 second. If there's one single missed approach, that knocks everything out of skew, all of it. So what's the point?
Yes, and it does IRL as well.
It doesn't real world.
But it's still better than the alternative where airports can just churn out traffic towards another airport. In our case, if we were to do 2-minute spacing here, and we would do the nice pearly line that we usually do, we would have problems because the holding point down at the end of the runway would be full and we wouldn't be able to take in more arrivals. So in a sense, that would help with that. And also for like the non-slotted events, you'll see that like vectors to Copenhagen, Frankfurt Fridays, like it's an overload, and it's better to spread that load on many controllers instead of having people be hold managers essentially and just holding planes until they can get in the air. It's better to hold them on the ground. And there's another kind of part to this as well. Like, you don't see it as pilots, but we already have a lot of cross-FIR communication going on. There's a system called ECFMP, which is essentially a flow management system. So, for example, if we have an event in Sweden, we can give out flow restrictions to other FIRs already. So we can say that every plane flying in to Arlanda from Oslo, you need to have 10 minutes between each departure. And the controllers should follow that, and that will mean they will delay you on the ground. And this system has existed for years. It's just this new automated system which does it all the time instead of just for events.
Yeah, like that one that you mentioned, that's the one I'm familiar with, and that's even real world. That's why you have your slot times, right? That I get, because air traffic is going to be different per region. I just thought it was like, unless that, like, if you had, right, the Italians saying, listen, you need to slow the traffic coming into our total airspace, I'd say, well, okay, because they're busy. But at one particular airport, that's where I was like saying, how does a controller in Luxembourg control the flow going into an airport in Italy? An airport, not the airspace. Do you know what I mean?
It doesn't. It's automated.
Or well, yeah, well, there's a system, sure, yeah, but like then there's a system that automates it. Like, does that not add workload to a controller to unsync it? Do you know what I mean?
It's a slight overhead for us, but essentially what we do is that when you report ready for startup, we click a button and we get a time. If that time is green, we give you pushback and startup. If it's white, we give you the time when you can expect pushback and startup. That's all we do. It's not more complicated than that for us controllers.
It's a fascinating insight, because and again, I've never seen this before, so hence the questions around back. And I don't mean to put you under pressure. Yeah. I'm just trying to figure it out. Like I understand as to why they do it, and for VATSIM, this makes a lot of sense. Like my understanding earlier on, when the controller was saying, I thought like I was getting a delay from even a pushback, but it wasn't. It was he was giving me an estimated, departure time, and I'm thinking I never got one of those before. I mean, that's why you go into your flight plan and say, well, I need 10 minutes for taxi fuel, another 10 minutes for a delay or whatever. Yeah. Because every other flight before that, if there was a delay, the delay was during taxi or getting released to taxi. That was always the delay. That was fascinating to see that tonight, but it's and again, you learn something. And then into Florence, because you do have an airport that is unique, and there is a system then in place. Again, I don't know how close that is in the real world, as in the system they're using, but it is a solution based on VATSIM traffic, as you say, that's emulating what the real world does. Do you know what I mean?
From what I've understood it's very similar to how it works in the real world. But I obviously have no experience of that, so I can't say if that's true. But
nor
that's
me.
What I've heard.
Yeah, no, nor me. Like it's just trying to get your head around it. Like it's fierce interesting. Like my initial interpretation of this was, Luxembourg were delaying a takeoff. Sorry, we're delaying off the blocks because they were trying to schedule traffic down into Florence, right? And in my head, I'm thinking, why is that happening? Surely the Italian ATC will sequence us going in, and that was my understanding. And then I was thinking, well, look, if there's no stands, there's physically not enough stands for all the aircraft coming in. All right, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 stands. There were 7 planned arrivals, and of the 7 planned arrivals, which 3 of them are going to be general aviation, or at least business jets. So that's where my mind went, thinking of, sure, this doesn't make sense. What absolutely makes sense is the sequencing coming in. But again, I'd put that down to the tower controller to say, well, look, I've one landed and waiting. I have a second lad landing and I've 2 waiting to depart. Therefore, he'd be talking to his approach controller or center to say, well, you know, sequence these lads 15 minutes or something. So to see an automated an automated system like this, which I've never seen on this before, it's cool, and it's just to get me head around it. I don't know if anyone else in the chat, like you guys flying, have you come across this before? It's fierce interesting to see. And if it is the case that VATSIM are just, you know, they're doing this to mimic what goes on in the real world, it's a fascinating insight, because you can only imagine the type of delays that happen, which could be weather, but also if there's ATC issues, aircraft issues, airport issues. It's interesting to see where all that stuff goes in the background, you know?
We've had days at Arlanda during like busy weekends where we've had TSATs being more than 1 hour later than the pilot's estimated off block time, due to just the congestion over Germany, how much traffic has been over Germany. So anyone trying to fly through there was just going to be delayed en route. They might not even be landing in Germany. They might be flying down to Italy, for example. But as they're going through Germany, and Germany is so congested, they were delayed over an hour. I think the big point of this is that your estimated off block time you put in your flight plan actually matters now in Europe, because that's your initial slot calculation will be based on that. So I think that's the most important part for the pilots in this system, that put a reasonable estimated off block time, and you can change it after, like if you realize you're going to be delayed, or if you realize you're going to come out earlier, you can change it, and the system will try, if you're delayed, the system will try to find a better slot for you when you update it automatically. And when you report to the controller that you're ready for pushback and startup, when we click that button, it locks your slot, so it can't get any worse. It might still get better, but it won't get any worse.
It's fascinating, because like I've flown at events where you have your scheduled off the blocks times, or your TSATs, and you're saying, right, I need to have this aircraft fully configured, you know, the tug connected, ready to rock at 18:30 Zulu. Must happen, right? So as a rule of thumb, I'll jump on an hour before I'm due to get going, right? Some pilots can do it in 20 minutes. I like an hour, get everything set up, and then I'll always buzz whatever controller I need to say, listen, I'm ready when you are. And most of the time, they'll actually give you, because someone else could make a mistake or they're delayed, they'll give you an earlier slot. But like that's what I'm used to. And that's always fun, because it puts you under a little bit of pressure to make sure everything's done exactly the way it is. And I think even with your standard VATSIM flight plan, I think there's like 30 or 40 minutes grace either side with a standard plan, I think. I could be wrong. Like, you know, when you file you file a standard flight plan with VATSIM, right? Where is it now? If we were to file it, I think we have, I don't know what we have. We have 20, I think it's 20 minutes either side, I think.
It's 2 hours, and you need to connect within 2 hours of filing. Otherwise, it will be removed.
Okay, so I can see it here now. So you'll see your estimated time off the blocks time, right? So off the blocks.
No, SimBrief comes up with that.
SimBrief comes.
Yeah, but SimBrief does an estimate, and it's usually based off. I think it's half an hour from now, roughly.
Yeah.
And that's just a number that SimBrief puts out. But in with the system, that field actually becomes quite important on busy evenings. Like if it's I think Wednesdays are quite calm, or Tuesdays are quite calm in Europe, and there's not a lot of traffic going on, like it won't matter, because you won't get a slot anyways, because there's not enough traffic to warrant a slot, and then it doesn't matter. But if it's a busy evening, this could actually start mattering, because that then gets into the slot calculations and see, do you need a slot? Can you be released whenever? It's trying to estimate. It's trying to estimate how far in, like, where you'll be along your flight plan, and where will all the other traffic on VATSIM be along their flight plans at specific times, to see is a controller getting overloaded or not. and the FIR submits the numbers, like this sector can handle this many aircraft.
So on your dispatcher in SimBrief, you have your departure time, and then it'll have EOBT. That's your estimated off-block time, right? So when you're planning your flight, I think it automatically does, as you say, 30 minutes or an hour ahead of you. So you can horse these in directly. So let's say, for example, the time is now 21:30. So if I were to say, well, look, I'm going to register this flight for, I don't know, any old time, but let's say 2200. Some airports, if they're busy, and this kind of common sense comes down to this, in the real world you're not really in control of it. On VATSIM you're in control of it. So let's say, for example, you're going to depart Dublin tonight at 2200 Zulu. That'll be 11 o'clock Irish time. If you're planning to depart out of Dublin at 2200 Zulu, I would say the maximum time you should be loading in is probably 30 minutes prior to that, but always check the map first. If it's a busy event, you may not be allowed to load in a certain amount of time because someone else is going to occupy that gate, the stand that you're parked on. And that's the very same as it is in real life. I mean, physically, you can't get two aircraft on the one stand, right? So when you're putting in your times or estimated off the block time, SimBrief will do this usually. However, you just need to keep an eye on it and then look at your load in time. I always set this on a Thursday. I always set this to 1930 Zulu. I always do it because that's 8:30. That's between the intro, saying hello, getting the aircraft up and running, and then we blast off into it. That's usually the way I would do it, right? VATSIM Spain. Right, so Rambog sent us over that one. So just be careful of that. And again, if you're loading into an airport, that's where something like VATSIM Radar is so incredibly brilliant. If we were to have a look here now at busy airports, well, they're not getting busy, it's now late. So the States are probably up and running. So Boston, right? There's not much going on there either. It depends where the events are at, right? Atlanta. So that has 13 departures flagged, 11 are waiting, 3 of them have landed. So for example, you can get rough information off these stands because you say, right, well look, here's, I need this stand for whatever reason, right? So, there's a Delta 1478 sitting on that. And you can see from here to say, well look, what's his estimated time? Will this show us an estimated time? We should be able to see his estimated time on this, I thought.
It's below the departure airport, planned EOBT.
Planned EOBT, good man. So there it is. That's the planned time, which is going to be at 9:10 Zulu. So that was 10 minutes ago. So he's late, right? But you get the idea. That's where you're saying, I need that stand. So you then go look for somewhere else. But do you know what? It is fascinating. As I said, I've never come across that before. And I've yet to find, a Thursday night that I haven't learned something new. I'm forever learning new stuff when it comes to our VATSIM flights, be it a procedure, if it's an automatic handover, if it's restrictions, or indeed is it something as new as this. I've never heard of an estimated departure time. Which, okay, work a way back, as you said, 15-20 minutes, you're going to be taxiing, right? So, very interesting.
I'm sure there's a number of European airports, the major European airports, that operate a practically identical scheme.
Mm.
I saw some discussions in chat that this is not available in the US, and yes, correct.
Yeah.
This is mostly Europe. Canada is starting to implement it, and a lot of parts of Africa and China is getting it set up. I don't think the US will ever implement this. They run things their way.
Which, real world as well, like the FAA, right? So this is the system here. So this is what they're working on, which is the implementation of it. So France aren't participating.
No, the French are the French.
Yeah, they like to do their own thing.
And the Dutch. So that's very interesting because, well, it kind of puts it back to what we were doing up until this point. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. It's very interesting that they're doing it. It's cool. It's a huge, like, I can't even imagine the level of sheer planning that goes into this. Could you imagine it? Like, I mean, you've thousands of aircraft operating in VATSIM every single day and night in Europe sector. Thousands, in a 24-hour period. So you can imagine trying to control them all.
It's insane how much development happens on the controller side of VATSIM. We haven't even started talking about our fully custom phone system across FIRs that the Austrians built from scratch. A whole phone system so we can call each other. Like, Dublin can call London just by a click of a button. It's fully connected and everything. And everyone does this in their spare time. Just
look,
for free.
Scottish are online. Let's have another flight.
Good man, Dougal. Where's the stress levels? They're not high enough yet.
But Murph, the other link I sent is the documentation, and the first part is for pilots, and it will explain all of the different times, like what is a CTOT, what is a TSAT, what is the TOBT, and what's your windows. Like, so for example here, you're allowed to depart 5 minutes prior and 5 minutes after your CTOT. Like, it doesn't need to be down to the second. But the first part there, before this one, is essentially good info for pilots. Like how do you work with the system?
I've sent it through to the chat there as well, lads. Lads, grab that, save it in your browser somewhere, because this is something I want to go back and spend a bit of time learning. Because, look, we've done the ATC courses on the channel, we've done VFR, IFR, we've done the FAA stuff. This is something new. This adds a new layer, not necessarily of complexity, it just adds a new layer we need to be aware of. And it sounds very interesting. And like that, I mean, of all the flights we've done on VATSIM, we've done a few. Like, we're not rookies to VATSIM. We've flown in the States. We've flown all over now at this stage. And that's the first time I've seen this. And I'm kind of scratching my head thinking, how does this work? So it's quite cool. It's quite cool to see. This isn't just like a wild idea. This is planning and planning on top of planning.
Try a few Central European flights, Murph. You'll see it quite a bit.
Yeah. Like, I wonder how, like, again, how would this interact then if you were VFR?
You're not included at all.
Okay.
VFR is always at the discretion of the controller if you have time to manage it.
Didn't he reject somebody tonight?
Yeah, the Roma controller rejected handling a VFR tonight because he was too busy. So VFR is in lieu of time. And the same applies like departures. We can have VFR aircraft sit and wait for ages because we have a lot of IFR arrivals, for example, or a lot of IFR departures to get out.
That's nuts. Clayton says, I just started my S1 controller study, and just by looking at the theory I've been going through the last 2 weeks, it is amazing. And the reason I want to become a controller is to see the other side and provide on days I don't have enough time to fly. That's awesome, Clayton. Yeah. 100%. It's fascinating. So, like, okay, one way to, like, not panic and beat the system, you could. Does VATSIM, I haven't done it. I did it on Pilot Edge. VATSIM will allow you to call up for an IFR mid VFR flight at times. It's up to the controller, though, isn't it?
Oh, of course.
I did that just the other week over Iceland because the clouds were too low for me to get over some mountains. So I just did a pop-up IFR clearance and arrived IFR.
Yeah. Like, it's there's not enough, I still say this, there's not enough VFR flying on VATSIM, but it's starting to get more, more popular. There's more people starting to do it. And with VFR flying, controllers got to learn it as well. You can do a VFR departure and pick up your IFR clearance, half an hour into your flight. That's cool,
But sure, even like for some airports, like Weston, for example, you have to do that because you can't depart IFR out of Weston.
Yeah, it has to be VFR, correct. Yeah.
Same as places like Scardo, you've got to go VFR.
Yeah. Jesus, Larry, I have a mouse pad for you. I'm only after thinking of that now. Jesus, Larry must think I'm an awful bollocks.
I was wondering when that was gonna come.
Jesus, Larry, sorry about that. It's here beside me, look. It's still in the box. I never posted it. Hang on, Jesus. I got it at the GG machine things, look. Larry, I need to post that to you. I will do that tomorrow. I can't believe... What did I put that into to post it? I'll think of something, Larry, right?
That sounds like a you problem anyway.
I'll give you a lanyard to make up for it, right? Jesus. I totally forgot about that. That's terrible. I'm only thinking, Larry... Yeah, it's amazing what goes on in my head. Just like, hi, Larry was... Oh, wait, Larry. Oh, wait, balls! Larry! Yeah, right. I remember it now. Fantastic stuff. Right, lads. Well, what I think would be very worthwhile is coming back and having a bit of a discussion on this again and seeing if we can throw ourselves into the jaws of it to see can we experience it once again, because I want to go off. I need to learn a lot of this now because this entire system is new to me. And it's going to add a little bit of head scratching whereby, okay, the UK and Ireland, they're working on it. Spain, Italy, Germany are working on it. And pretty much the whole bloc except for France, the Dutch, Finland, Latvia. Why aren't the Finns doing it? And Turkey and whatnot. So it's going to be interesting. 15 lanyards later, yeah. Jesus. It is going to be interesting to see. So I'm going to go off and do a bit of reading, but I think it's without fail. Like, you know, people ask the questions, you know, where do you learn your stuff, or how do you, like, tonight is a prime example. I've learned something completely new tonight. I knew nothing of this. And as I said, we're flying on VATSIM years, so like, it's pretty cool to see it. So yeah, to Rambog, thanks for the explanation, and to Dougal as well, because you guys operating it, and Larry, fair play to you. Next week, of course, I won't be here flying, but I'll be flying with you in spirit, because next weekers are off to somewhere. Where are you going next week?
You won't be flying in spirit. They've gone, mate.
Yeah, they've gone.
Won't be flying in spirit.
Next week we are Prague over to Geneva. About the same length of flight.
Oh, Geneva.
Yes, Geneva for a landing.
Okay, so that's an hour and 50. That'd be nice. And then when I'm back, it's going to be Miami over to Punta Cana.
Geneva approach is just amazing.
Where's your favourite place to fly now, lads? Do you prefer flying in Europe or the US?
Oh, good question. They each have their pros and cons.
Yeah, I don't think I have a preference. You know,
I mean, Asia is really good too.
Yeah. We've got some stuff coming up over there later on in the year. Just once the light gets to the right point. So yeah, there is some Asia stuff coming up.
Ooh, that could be fun. Right, well, lads, excellent stuff as always. Tons learned tonight. Definitely. And for you flying on the network, fair play, because, well, you knew what you were doing, where I didn't. I thought it was going to get shocking delayed. But it's amazing. Isn't it amazing when you kind of pass that timing for threshold? It's like, all right, everyone's gone. It's finished now. It's like, where's all the traffic?
We nearly came for you, Murph, to drag you back in, kicking and screaming, mate.
Oh, really? Jesus, I'll need to watch that the next time. So, yeah, leave the phone off the hook. Murphy's gone, yeah. Hang on, to be fair... You know, I am going to be fair. That's the first time I managed to shag off ahead of ELOT in about 6 weeks.
Very true.
True.
Do you know? But no, listen, lads, very insightful. I love learning this stuff because, I mean, you can literally talk for hours on this stuff. It is fascinating. Whether or not you're going to even do the flights, be it on VATSIM or otherwise, but it's fascinating to learn this stuff, I think. And to do with aviation.
And you've got two of the best teachers in here. I mean, between Rambog and Naughty, I have learnt more. Dare I say it, even more than I learnt from the course, Murph. I mean, because those guys have just got so much info in their heads. It's incredible. You know, sometimes I think I know what I'm doing, and then I listen to someone like Rambog, and it's like, oh.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, though, you know, Rambog and Naughty, I taught them everything I knew, you know.
To be fair, you got us into this.
Yeah, I'm the reason you got stuck in the area, right? We'll go with that. But no, it's fascinating to see, and like, I mean, Jesus, even with Rambog, I mean, who you started off just doing a couple of flights and getting onto VATSIM, and then suddenly you said, no, I'm going the controller route, and you absolutely launched and went the controller route. And it is so very nice. I mean, you guys, you know, each and every week, you have all of this experience, and the same with Scott when he joins us as well. You're able to bring all this experience, and like, we can all, as a community, tap into that. I mean, the guys actually encourage us to tap into it, ask the questions, and that's where we get to learn the stuff from. Same with Adam when he's controlling. I mean, there's so much information. Larry did the very same. Larry is also a controller in parts of Ireland, and that one place unknown. Not right, Larry, but it's great to see that even as controllers, the lads are coming back and they're able to help us out. Like, that's huge. It really is. Like, where else do you get access to that? Knowing that the lads are sound as well. So, yeah, no, that's awesome. Absolutely brilliant. Right, lads, I have to run. I have to grab a call. But thank you very much indeed, as always, for flying with us. Enjoy yourselves next week on the flight. I'll be thinking of you. And I might jump in just to kind of annoy you on Discord or something.
Murph, one quick thing. One very quick thing. Go into Discord, VATSIM Thursday, look at the last but one pic that Naughty posted, the last aircraft picture. Blew me away.
VATSIM Thursday. Is that the picture of your one in the back of the plane?
Aye.
Yep.
That's frightening, isn't it?
Bring that up. That's just amazing, right?
She has a face in her now that,
what is this sim like?
Oh yeah, it is phenomenal. It is phenomenal. Naughty, that was your picture, was it?
Yeah, that was from flying in later tonight.
I don't like the Honda Jet. I don't like the looks of it, but that is special. That's a really special pic.
I mean, yeah, like it's frightening where it's going. Absolutely frightening where it's going. And it's we keep saying this, but like it only gets better. Better aircraft, better technology, and able to run this. Like, even the changes that you're talking about here, what the guys on VATSIM are doing on the European side, these are all major enhancements that just make the network kind of more accessible, and then flight simming bigger and better for everyone. So it's great. So awesome stuff. You have to give her a name, Naughty. You know, Gretchen or something.
Nah, it's got to be Jemima, right?
Jemima spotted in a Honda Jet over Florence. Brilliant.
Exactly.
Jemima over Florence. I think you've got to be careful with that one.
Jesus. Where's Mr. TPHI? Right, I'm away. Lads, good luck and thanks.
Bye, take it easy.
Good luck.
See you, bud.
All right. Lads, massive thank you indeed for tuning in and flying with us. It could have been Karen, we're back tomorrow night, 1900 Zulu. Tomorrow night we are flying our D-Day commemorative flight, and we're going to be taking DC-3s, C-47s from the south of the UK over to Normandy. So that's all happening tomorrow night, 1900. It is a group flight. You are more than welcome to fly along with us. Ideally, if you can, in the older aircraft, but whatever you want, lads. It's group flights. It's all about getting to fly together. That is the objective. So that's going to be kicking off tomorrow. So massive thanks for everyone for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed tonight's stream. And we'll see you tomorrow at 1900 Zulu. Till then, you take care. Lads are over there, so we'll have to do a bit of a chicane here. Mother of Jesus! Give out!
What the hell? I'm
Did you just see what happened to Kim? Are you in the drink? You ended up in the
water. This is possible.
Did you just see what?
I'm upside down in the water. I had a terrible accident.
That was
even moving.
That was like, oh Jesus.
Oh man, that was so funny.
Steiny, are you watching Twister or something? I mean, that was just, don't hit me with a frying pan! Oh, jeez! Did you just hear it? You just hit me with a frying pan!
She didn't make a noise!
Of course I made a noise! You hit me with a frying pan in my head!
Turn around!
Why would you hit me with a frying pan? Don't hit me again! Ah! Yes, it makes a noise! You're hitting me with a frying pan! Annalisa, did you put her up to that? Jesus, me head! Oh, who hit someone? I mean, come on! Who hit someone with a frying pan, for God's sake?